Hey, is your boy Karak right here, and welcome back, man, to our YouTube channel. And before I talk a lot, I just want to thank you guys for 500 subscriber milestones. Like, that's a lot. Might seem like nothing, but for a platform, yeah, content they are squarely. 500 is a lot because I know a lot of people don't like listening to like people bragging about school, but we have to get these things out there like that. And the more that you subscribe and you share the content with people, Form fives and whoever is out there interested in the context, they see this and they come running to it, and it helps them a lot, right? Yeah, so thank you very much. Rana, when we started, we didn't have people, like, there are not a lot of people doing this, and we didn't know what to do and what not to do and how to go about it. And the whole navigate to hell about but a lot would have made it if they knew about certain things that we know now that we are here. And that's why I created this platform. So thank you guys, and keep on encouraging people to subscribe. And going forward, man, also it doesn't necessarily have to stop with Form 5, but as we grow with our careers and make it into the world and everything like that, this should be a prominent platform where people should come and get to navigate life and figure out how to go about things. So keep on getting the news out there, keep on getting the word out there. And you're bringing up a mentor in me, and I'm getting there too. So we are working together in this thing together. So today's series is a Q&A. A couple of people have been asking me a couple of questions about me, about medicine, and Instagram. That's where we interact, that's where we socialize, in IG. I'll put it here. I get right here, that's my Instagram. Go there and follow too, and send me whatever you want to send, man. And get my number wherever you get it. I won't put it here for any other reason, but you get it wherever you get it. Whoever has it will give it to you. If you know, you know. If you don't know, sorry, there's IG for that. So yeah, I'm gonna do these Q&As and answer a couple of questions that I can. Those I couldn't, I'll refer you to where you can get the answers. So the first one that I really want to attend to, that I feel it reflects to me more, is regarding my career in medicine. Like, what do I want to pursue after undergrad and everything like that. And how it used to be a difficult question until I got into medicine, because I'm one person who was passionate about everything. Get me into surgery, I get excited. Getting me publication, I get excited. Dermatology, I get excited. But one thing that I realized that I like doing is talking, and not just talk in the mere sense of opening my mouth, but I like teaching and I like mentoring and everything like that. So I think in the moment I would lean more into academia, the part of medicine where I have to teach people stuff, teach them about diseases and everything like that. So UB, whenever you're gonna see this, pick me in your short list. I really, really am passionate about teaching. So obviously, I have to advance in something when it comes to medicine. Either undergrad, just go into preclinical years, or maybe do a specialization in internal medicine or whatever, and go into academic aspect. I'll decide, but I think I'll lean to public health, because that's where those people talk a lot. Those people can talk, and they are good at it. And I feel like I need to nurture that in myself. Yeah, I'm somewhere, yeah, I can open up and be in front of the camera and talk, but I'm not where I want to be. You see, but yeah, I want to go into academia and anything that has to do with talking and teaching. So that's the first question, and that's what I want to do. And the second question was that how do you get into UB Medical School? Um, it it's quite competitive, but possible and doable. Like, I feel like it's really, really competitive, because it gives everybody a chance to do it. Unlike maybe if at all you are okay, let me not give this example, but like I will give it. Like, maybe if at all you're in the top achievers, and you know that the only people that you are competing with are the people that are like made it where you have made it, like are in the top achievers with you, and you are competing with the smart people. There are not a lot of people there. But with medicine, where you be, is that it gives a chance for everyone to rectify themselves in tertiary. So you have to do Bachelor of Science first. That's what they do. I heard nowadays that it's divided into Bachelor of Science, Biological Sciences, Obviously that one will lean more into medicine and the science that you have to do, and then physical and I don't know the divisions, but one thing that I would advise you is don't like settle for the bare minimum entry requirement. Just get there in Bachelor of Science, apply for all your three sciences, and make sure that you try as much as possible to excel in all of them. Yeah, excel, I mean A in all your sciences, you know? Yeah. And then the rest will do itself because it's really competitive. Like you Bachelor of Science admits close to 2,000 students, 2,000, 3,000 students, right? All of which some but lessons 30, 40 points from senior school, and some are coming with a mission to come and redeem themselves. But some but said recent, like, we have a lot of those who did that and are doing great right now in medicine, way better than those who got here with 48 points and all that likes, So it's very, very competitive. Like Bachelor of Science, the first year, because they only take 50 to 80 students from 2,000, 3,000, they're only taking 50 to 80. So you get to assess the degree of competition. The one. So yeah, they might have been putting out on a website thing you be able to maybe the entry requirement point is like GPA is like 3.5 or so. But in actual, because of the competitiveness of it, they end up taking close to 4.5, 4.4. You up there, like exceptional GPA. So it's always good to just not put yourself in the borderline. Get there and make sure that you take all your sciences and do great, like A, and then 5.0 GPA, and then you settle down. Then there's gonna come interviews and all the other things. So I wish we will talk about them on a later stage on another video. But the most important thing that you have to highlight right now is Bachelor of Science. It's not like difficult as in impossible. The only thing that makes it difficult is the competitiveness there, because you have to do exceptionally well. We're not taking it's just a B as a pass. And then the third question is my study tips. This one I genuinely don't want to like dwell into it because as people, different things work for different people. So it's mostly I'm probably going to say things that are make you feel like they don't work for you. But the hallmark of learning that you need to understand regarding everything, man, whether it's sports, it's music, it's medicine, as this is for medicine or whatever, mathematics, the most important hallmark of learning is repetition. In whatever study technique that you do, just make sure that whatever you do, you find a way of repeating it, not once, not twice, more than 3 times, 4 times. The more that you repeat it, the more perfect you become. The more that you eliminate the chances of errors, and the better and better you get at it. So repetition is very, very important. You should repeat as much as possible, né? And make sure that you repeat when you are looking at the content that you are reading and when you are not looking at the content that you are reading. Make sure that you assess your level of internalization of this content, and make sure, because we have this unfortunate disadvantage of just always normalizing reading, reading every time how you are studying, you get there to the book, you read, you go, you spend 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, you read, you stand, you go in it. And most part, I think we can all agree that it's not as efficient as we think it is when we are studying. So the best thing that we can do, you should do, is whatever study technique that you are using, make sure that you incorporate repetition in it. You won't go wrong. You won't fail at anything. You're gonna excel at a lot of things that you. Because even in sports, man, when you rainbow flick, you want to learn it, how similar the first error is error, and then you get it, and then you want to try and repeating it to show muscle memory and all. Eventually, after continuous repetition, after we shout, oh yeah, I got this. Yeah. So repetition, that's the most important hallmark when it comes to studying techniques. Routine in gonna tell us is different. I study better at night, I study better in the day, I prefer all nights. That it will navigate based on your life and how you expect for you. But in all that, just make sure you repeat things. Because if you don't repeat it, you don't know it. There is getting into medicine, and then there's why you got into medicine. the personal question I was asked is, for you, why medicine? You know, and for different people's different. Some they feel like there's money, of which I've never had anyone allude to having money in here, but maybe there is. Some they love the art, some they care for the people. We have all different reasons, and all are valid and all are important. The most important hallmark at the end of the day is patient care, yeah, making sure that people get as much efficient care as possible. Right, that's my most important hallmark. Yeah. But as for my reason, like I said in the beginning, that I genuinely do love teaching, but that has never really been the thing that got me here. The one thing that got me here is I don't know, man. I was always exposed to like medicine growing up, hella, the hospital, even the church that I go to. I'm a Seventh Adventist. They believe in this gospel of health and maintenance of good health and everything like that. So the world of health and medicine has always been around me, such that when I sat down and I thought of a career, there's nothing better that came into mind outside that. From home to church to school, you know. So that's why I ended up here. Now that I'm here, I'll be like, I realize, oh, I think I'm good in this aspect, the teaching aspect. So let me lean more into like getting more doctors into the field. You know, that's one thing I want. So that's why I'm so passionate about also mentoring people and teaching them that, oh, this is how you get into medicine, because I feel like we need more doctors. I feel like there can never be such a thing as medicine is saturated, dog. That's what we need. That's what we need, more people to be taking care of people, because there's shortage in our hospitals, there's overworking and underperformance because of the lack of these doctors. So I have to be there, and my contribution to the society is advocate for it and tell people, no, go apply for medicine. It's great here. Obviously we're burned out, we're stressed out, no, but like, yeah, that's my contribution to it. I want to teach people and to be in a position where I facilitate learning and also encouraging people to come and venture into medicine. And then for personal credentials, that's how I did to get in here. I was funny thing. I was not always an exceptional student. I want to say, I don't want to say I'm an exceptional student, because for my everybody passed in primary, so we cannot include that. But for my junior school days, like I was struggling, where I tend to learn to take responsibility for my own academia and what was going on. I was struggling. I was a C, B student on a good day, you know, sometimes D. Like that was me. It was up until senior school that light started coming to pass now. Like I realized that, oh man, for me to get there, because I started schooling in Mugoditsani, and unlike in the village where I come from in Kanye, you know, we were not exposed to a lot of people, like a lot of things, like, you know, top achievers. Like we were not exposed to that. Such that when I came to Mugoditsani and I had this exposure, city exposure of resources and people who made it in certain aspects, doctors coming to us and talking to us, I realized, oh, it takes a lot to be a doctor, because I always knew I wanted to be a doctor, but I didn't know that it took a lot until I got into senior school. That's when I started thinking about things like, what do top achievers say, how can I make it there, and stuff like that. And I started digging into these things, and I ventured more into it, and I eventually got 48 points, which snuggish. But yeah, upon that realization, that's when I started putting work into school and all the likes. Yeah, I was talking to someone into school and all the likes, and I came into Bachelor of Science and I got a 4.8 GPA. So yeah, man, it's very possible. If you want to do it, you can. You know, coming from a C student to being a straight A student, I did it. I did it. Oh, and so I do mentor a couple of people who did way better than me. Some got to a point of doing top achievers and everything like that, when it's all about having the right tools and knowing what to do and what not to do, because I realized that everybody can do whatever they put their mind and heart to. So the light came to me late, and I want to bring it to the people. Hence why, again, this platform, right? We are bringing the light to the people. Let's get out there and let's excel and let's do great, man. One is not for special people to get in certain positions. Lewe, you can get in that position if you want to. And then the other question that was asked was, how do you get into medicine as an international student? The same way as any other student, really. And the only difference is the terms of sponsorship and everything. These other things, I just feel like they're conspiracies. I don't want to talk about things that are not proven. I just want to talk about what I know about. But if at all maybe you feel like the answer is not sufficient, you can always go into the UB website and venture into them and get the offices of the relevant people where you can go to them for answers and anything. But from what I know is, I know international student is either you come to medicine with A-level marks. I am a firm believer of AAA in everything because it's a very competitive course. So A-levels, or you can venture into Bachelor of Science as the most of them and do well in it and apply. Still, again, I believe in excellence. So AAA. I'm not even saying it because I'm like, oh, this is what you should. I didn't. I know I did. I make sure that if anything, all my sciences are straight A's, and then the rest will, you know. But I did try in some of them, like computer literacy or whatever it is. I did manage to get something out of it too. So AA's is very important. Yeah. So you go into the same path. You just apply for as an international student, self-sponsored. Go into the applications of and everything. It's quite price, but people afford, so let me not talk about the prices. I don't really know. So you can go into the website that UB and get answers regarding the prices and everything. But it's not like math, like algorithm, difficult things. No, you just do the same thing as put in the same competition as us and let the best man win. So it's a competitive space, everybody can do it. Yeah, so international students and government sponsored citizens, everybody is allowed in the University of Botswana. It caters for a lot of people. Funny how do you balance medicine and dating life? So that anything on a normal day, like too much of everything is a distraction, right? So it's all about finding a balance, and certain things I need despite them being advocated for, especially when you get into tertiary school. I am a firm believer that we are here to learn about life and in general, work life and family life, and I have to balance the two together perfectly well, because you cannot excel in work life and leave the family life out of it and say you're living it for a later stage. You're always going to fail at it. That's what I believe in. But the biggest problem with academia and these things is that you cannot do well if at all you're gonna give your time to multiple people at the same time. Like I don't know when do you create the time, because when your partner is busy and you are busy, you're busy at the same time, you create free time together. But imagine now that your partner is busy at certain times and then you're free, and then the other one is free at the time that you're supposed to be busy, so you have to make time for them, and you have to make time. When do you get time to study? That's the thing. I feel like loyalty in tertiary is not for the person that you are dating, but more for you than it is for the person that you're dating, because you have to make something out of yourself, man. And when you keep on making time for multiple people, you don't have time to like capitalize on your work, because the most prominent thing here in tertiary is the work. These are things you're making time for, but the work. Yeah. So stop ubufebe and focus. Dating is not the problem. Ubufebe is multiple closes and stuff. But yeah, man. So that's it. That's fairly it regarding questions that I had from you guys. Keep on sending more questions. We'll keep on creating more videos answering the questions. Send them in the DM, send them in the chat, send them in the comment section, send them anyway. I'll answer them, I'll attend to them, I'll create videos and we'll attend to those questions. So yes, man, thank you very much for tuning in, and please don't forget to share this with people that you feel would benefit a lot from this information. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll create videos that fit you. Just wait, ask in the comment section, subscribe, comment, like, share the link with anyone, everybody. Yes, thank you very much for your attention.